Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. It's Tuesday, March 20th, 2018. Filming at night because I got obviously a long day today. Gotta wake up 5:30 in the morning. Probably gotta leave the house, and I probably won't be back till at least 11 o'clock at night. I'm just, give or take, hoping not so late, but that's what it seems like. Already had a long day today, really exhausted, really tired. I was debating whether to record this in the morning or tonight. I'm thinking, let me just record it right now. So I'm looking around everywhere, trying to find something to talk about, a story. There's a bunch of shit that I guess, I could talk about, but nothing really interesting to me per se. Then there's a story that, I've come up a couple times. And whatever, I might as well talk about this a little bit. So let's talking about inflation, talking about gold specifically, and as a hedge, as an insurance, against the dollar towards inflation. Pretty much what I keep talking about, what cryptocurrency, what Bitcoin is, what a lot of us talk about, what, why I think it's going to hit to 100K and those other stuff, because, Bitcoin is just another, hedge against inflation. So let me give you guys a quick one, calculation, so you guys can get an idea as to how all this stuff is correlated. So back in 1917, I'm probably wrong with the date in here, okay? I have it on the computer. I'm too tired right now to be fucking looking around. But anyway, the point I'm making is that an ounce of gold back then cost $20, okay? And a house cost around $3,500. So you can buy a house for $3,500. So let's see, $3,500 divided by 20 equals 175. So it would cost you 175 ounces of gold to buy a house, okay? So let's see how that works for today. 175 times the price of gold, let's say $1,350, all right, equals 2,000. It's just 2,000. Look, how about this? You guys look at it. It's that number, okay? So it's $236,000, all right? So about $250,000. That sounds about right. So if you would have had 175 ounces of gold in 1917, you would have bought a house. If you still would have kept on to those same exact, 175 ounces of gold today, you still would have been able to buy a house. Now, if in 1917 you had $3,500 and yet you would have kept it for 100 years or whatever, and now $3,500, what the hell can you buy with $3,500? Can you buy a house for $3,500? No, you can't. So now you kind of get at least a visual as to what inflation really means, okay, and as to why gold or silver or something like a cryptocurrency, which is like the new version of these things, are so important against a fiat currency, which is just paper. Because again, if you would have just kept held on to your fortune in gold as opposed to dollars, I mean, again, it's $230,000 difference, okay, literally. All right, and again, that's the manipulated price, because as we know, we keep saying over and over again that not just me but others, that gold and silver, but definitely gold, definitely silver, should be way higher. So let's just say a house and they cost $2 million. So it's, 8 times that. So about 8 times, 8 times 1,305 times 8 equals 108. Oh, damn, that's a lot of money for, no wait, Did I get it right? No, about $10,000 for an ounce of gold. $11,000 for an ounce of gold. That sounds about right. Anyway, so now you see why a lot of people are pouring their money into the cryptos, because even if gold gets to something to like a fair value, from $1,000 to 11 is, that's pretty good. There's a pretty good outcome. There's a pretty good profit there. But as for Bitcoin alone, we're looking at, right now we're at $8,000. So, whatever, $10,000. So from 10 to 100, okay? And beyond, because we're definitely going to be in the millions. And why are we going to be in the millions? Because as you know, or if you don't know, gold, there's a lot more gold than there is Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is a little more, it's mined. It's pretty much the same thing as gold, okay? Sorry, I'm getting a little sleepy, a little tired right now. And let's see where we're at right now. But at the end of the day, to kind of start wrapping this up a little bit, because I know it takes me a while to wrap it up. This is why, gold is a hedge, or how do I say this? It's a good bet right now because of, again, the future that we're heading into. And again, it's a speculative investment at the very, very least, even though I, like a lot of us, strongly believe that this is the future in the sense of like the new currency, world currency, and all this other stuff, okay? And it's a part of it. So anyway, long story short, to what I'm trying to get at is that gold and silver should be your number ones. Period. End the story. Okay? And I know this is a crypto channel. We're talking crypto here. But at the end of the day, those are the real deal. Holyfield. Okay? And Bitcoin is just, again, another, hard asset. Now, the only difference I see with, let's say, a cryptocurrency, let's say a Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin only right now. The difference between, say, a Bitcoin and gold is that, well, gold and silver, they've been around since like, oh, sorry, then I heard somebody coming in. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a little paranoid. Too much smoking weed, man. No, anyway, so, gold and silver, they've been around since like the beginning of motherfucking time, okay? So they've been around since a long time. And this chart that I was looking at, talking about this inflation, the chart goes back to like the year 1300, and gold being priced like at $1 or $1.90 or something like that an ounce, something like that, relative terms to today's price. The thing about Bitcoin is that it's only 8 years old. It hasn't been around since 1300, and we're kind of moving into like that beep boop 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 technology world, okay? So, gold and silver might actually be used to, power these things as opposed to fucking money. And so forth. So we have a lot to think about, okay? And this is why the whole cryptocurrency space and blockchain and all this other stuff is extremely important. So we cannot forget about that and why we're in this space, okay? But we also got to remember of, again, why we got into the space to begin with, okay? The few of us that got into the space just for technology, you're probably not watching this channel, okay? You're probably just coding and doing something else. But almost all of us that got into the space, we got into the space, again, because just for financial reasons, okay? One way or the other, okay? Whether it was, an investment, or you're using it as a hedge, as a hedge against, inflation or whatever it is, okay? Or as a substitute for gold and silver. Regardless, this is why we got into this space, but the reality is that, there's a lot more to this than, what it seems. We're at the very, very beginning, and, again, I look at almost all the other crypto channels, or I try to, and I only look at a few. Every once in a while I get in my suggestions, all these new crypto channels or crypto guys, and I listen to them, and they seem to have a pretty good production going on. But at the end of the day, when I'm listening to them, or trying to hear what they have to say, it's like, man, all they're talking about is just like, like Wolf of Wall Street style, they're just trying to sell you penny stocks. They're talking about all these altcoins. They're talking about all this. At the end of the day, just nonsense. The way I look at it is fucking nonsense, right? And the things that we should be talking about in this space are just how this technology is going to revolutionize the world, and how each one of us, okay, with whatever knowledge we have or whatever experience we have, should be using that in order to help propel this forward in humanity, and all of us forward, okay? And that's it. So I'll leave it with that. I'll leave you guys with that. I'm already past my 10-minute threshold, so that's it. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I gotta get to bed. It's already definitely past midnight. Yeah, it's past midnight. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin any day now, any minute now. So, guys, again, a lot to think about as always. But please don't forget why we're into this space to begin with. Okay, well, we got into the space. We got into the space as a hedge, you know, as a protection, you know, against, you know, the incoming catastrophe or whatever we want to call it. But at the end of the day, the deeper we're into this space, we're realizing that we have a lot more power than we think. That and you know, we can definitely change the world. All right, even if it's just spreading knowledge. That alone could be, I mean, just so world changing. I mean, think of just again the ripple effect. All right, just you know, you might think that you are not, you know, doing anything at all, and that, you know, your words mean nothing. But again, but you just you know, you're probably just waiting, and you're probably just at Starbucks waiting for coffee, and all of a sudden a conversation strikes, and you just happen to be talking about this, you know, Bitcoin, blockchain, and you might not be the smartest guy when it comes to this stuff, but you all of a sudden, the guy that you're talking to happens to be a fucking genius. You start talking to him about this, you get his brain going a little bit, you maybe name drop a fucking, you know, person here and there, you know, hey, listen to Ivan on Tech, listen to Jose, listen to, you know, fucking Peter, fucking Decentralized TV, whatever, Mike Maloney, you know, the fucking, you know, gold, silver, it doesn't matter. And you turning that person on to want to down this, into, you know, down this rabbit hole, and, you know, through opening this door for them, you probably have, you know, again, have, you know, you have the potential to have already probably changed the world, because again, you don't know who this person is, and this person could be someone just like you, or this guy could be the next Elon Musk, and you just right then and there change the world by just having a conversation with him, turning him on to something new that is going to change the world, and you gave this knowledge to someone that can actually really do that. And that's it. And that's what I'm trying to do here, okay? I'm not trying to fucking, you know, sugarcoat anything here. I'm not trying to fucking, you know, I'm not a coder here. I'm not trying to fucking change. I know that I have the potential to change the world, just like all of you guys have the potential to change the world, but I'm just doing my part and you know, changing the world. And what's my part? Just talking and talking and talking and spreading knowledge, okay? And even if it's just that, it's a lot, okay? And again, even if all you're doing is coding, you're changing the world. Even if all you're doing is buying Bitcoin and using it, you're changing the world. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and again, please don't forget to, you know, just be happy and be good, and, you know, spread love and be awesome humans. All right, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you guys mañana, which will be Wednesday, right? Yeah, I don't know, Tuesday. Well, I don't even know what the fuck the day is anymore. All right, I'll see you guys.